Cause he wanna life, yeah, life's I've been with midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, trying to get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that mission to the finish. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Yeah, life's I've been with midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, trying to get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that mission to the finish. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Yeah, flashing on these high beams, she won't step beside me, even if I'm blinded.
Can y'all hear me now? I don't know why this microphone. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me now. Trying to get this microphone where I don't know why I did this way. It's crazy. So we got a couple people on. Let me know if y'all can hear me. It should be good right now because I see that the meter and stuff is up. So what I was saying is I was saying that Zack Martin retired this week. So Rome gave me the idea of doing a mock draft and seeing exactly what it would look like if Dallas decided to go O line again. You know, ultimately, I know that we're the weapons movement and everybody wants to keep the weapons movement going because ultimately that's what I believe. But we're going to see exactly what it looks like if Dallas does decide to go offensive line, if they decide to build the trenches. It might not even be offensive line, it might be defensive line, but we're going to see what happens and how that affects things moving forward. What up, B Bird? What up, Texas T? Before I do that, man, what up, Chad Wilson, Lil Bill? People in the chat, man. If you're in the chat and you know, don't just be strangers. Don't just be weird. Don't just come in the house and go in the refrigerator, man. Say what's up if you're here. Also hit that like button to let people know that we're here as well. So let's flip to the screen. All right. Let me know if y'all can see it. We can go 7 rounds. We kind of split everything like we could. and we're gonna see what it's like. We're gonna try. I'm gonna make it slower though. This time we're gonna make it slower so we can see people actually go off the board, and we're gonna go about it that way. Cool, cool, cool. All right, bet that. All right, we sitting at number 12, as y'all know. We're gonna start this draft. So Abdul Carter went number 1, Cam Ward, Tet went to the Giants, Travis Hunter to a quarterback. All right, Shador Sanders went, Mason Graham. So Ashton Genty is sitting right there. You got Will Johnson. I mean, I know that a lot of people like Will Campbell. You got Kenneth Grant sitting there. So for my trenches people, and we still trying to get a number 4. Like there are people out there, and you know that feel like Ashton Genty isn't that much better than the rest of the running back room. Like there's somebody out there. I think his name's Joey Ikes or something like that. That really wants Caleb Johnson. So Ashton Genty staring us dead in the face. But as I said, we're going to keep true to what we said, and we know that Zack Martin, he retired. We're having some issues with the Guyton, right? So it's actually crazy because Josh Simmons is sitting here. I know that there are a lot of people that like Josh Simmons, and between these two, I think Josh is the guy that most people, and if the medicals check out, that's the guy that they want. Kelvin Banks is another guy that people are thinking about kicking inside to guard. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna trade back here. All right. So the Indianapolis Colts, they want to trade up. So we're gonna trade back because we have a lot of the linemen there. So we're gonna see what it looks like. We're gonna see if they won't give us their 45th pick. So we can get the 80th pick. Let's just see what happens if we can get 80 in 115, right? To get the 14. All right. The trade is accepted. So they came up and got Ashton Genty. All right, so we got Will Campbell sitting right here. I personally, I think that I might go DT here. Like I like Kenneth Grant, Walter Nolan. I don't know that I would go offensive lineman here, but Josh Simmons is still there, and we're gonna see who is still there to trade. So Washington's the next one. Now we just gotta go ahead and draft a player. So I'm gonna do what I've been hearing that my draft contemporaries have been saying, and we're gonna draft Josh Simmons here, and we're gonna figure out the offensive line on the back end. All right, so we got Josh Simmons. Look at all these people going. Damn. Mecca Abuka went. Kelvin Banks went at 25. Zabel went. But most importantly, guys, we got so to combat the Eagles, we got us a left tackle because of what they're doing. And we're gonna probably try and figure out, maybe we let Steele go, maybe we pick up another guard or something like that. All right. So how this looks, right? If Jalen Walker's sitting there, this is part of building what you want to say, the trenches. And to me, I think your tight ends count. I think your linebackers count. If Jalen Walker's sitting right there looking at you, and then there's Landon Jackson. So what I think, guys, is the second round is going to be where you take your running backs, where you take your edge rushers. I think there's some really solid edges in the second round that'll be there, like Jack Sawyer, JT. You got Alfred Collins as an interior guy. So there's still some running backs on the board, and I think that what you would have to do, so you got to either make a decision, like either you're going running back and receiver after this, and you let some defensive talent kind of fall, which you can because there's some D tackles and stuff. Either you got to go running back here or receiver in the third round, like you got to maybe flip it. It's probably receiver that you'll probably get more receivers at this point. Or you risk the fourth round coming up and then you're not getting a running back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the best player on the board available, because look, Dallas has a lot of needs, right? And we're not going to fulfill it overnight. Jack Besh is a good player, but if we're trying to build that camaraderie, that culture that coach is talking about, I know that we have an offensive minded coach. We do have that. But we're gonna go with everybody that thinks that we can just kind of keep pushing running back. We're gonna show you guys exactly what it looks like. I think that you got to go Jalen Walker here, right? So now with the way that I'm drafting, this feels more like a rebuild. I'm just gonna tell you that feels more like a rebuild. Which, if that's what we're doing, damn, some good players are going off the board here. So I think you have to. We did pick up an extra third rounder though, so we'll see. I think you got to go probably running back and wide receiver here, but there's some running backs going off the board, some wide receivers going off the board. Higgins just went. You might even have maybe traded up to go get Higgins there, but looking at what we have left, let's take a look at the running backs and the wide receivers. All right, you got Jalen Royals, you got Tej Johnson, you got Trey Harris. So if we're looking for more of the bigger receivers, we'll probably have to take Trey Harris with the next pick. But with what we have as far as the running backs go, I probably would go Judkins here, based on what we got. And also keep in mind, we did get another 115. So we're probably doubling up at running back. So I'm going to go Judkins here. We're going to go Judkins. All right, Bond went, Bunt, Birch. All right, so now we're picking again. So it's either Jalen Royals, we're going to go wide receiver, or Trey Harris. Now, for me, as much as I like Jalen Royals, I got to go with my bigger school guys, man, because at the end of the day, like, we keep drafting these type of guys, and it takes them a little bit to translate, and we need our guy to come in right away to go in and play. So I think between Tej Johnson and Trey Harris is what you're looking at. Based off of frame, I think we're going to go Trey Harris here based off of – now, keep in mind, though, we do have some guys with frame, right? Me, if I'm building the team, I'm going Tej Johnson here. No question. No problem. No issue. And I might even find us another receiver later on with the frame that you guys like. There's nobody else that's left that's like him. There's nobody left. Let me check the comments. We got 7 rounds, Little Bill. We got 7 rounds. So, you know what? Screw it. I'm getting Tej. Because I know I can get. I do like Trey. I like Trey a lot. But see, the difference is between these two is I don't think I can find another one of these. You know what I'm saying? I know that. Like, see, here's the thing we also don't know. I think Chirp is either a restricted free agent or I think he might be a restricted free agent or he is a free agent. That part I don't know, but I think that I'm gonna go with Taz here. And keep in mind we got another pick too, so maybe we double up at either running back or wide receiver there. Maybe we get a corner because we spent a good time talking about corner yesterday and some sleepers, so maybe there's a corner or see Royals just went, Trey Harris just went, Peebles just went, Fannin just went. Fannin is also a name to keep out an eye out for as far as tight ends go. Will Howard just went. Mason Taylor. There's still some really good players that's left on the board. There's not going to be anything that's like I don't know that you obviously you're going to find some sleepers. Now, all right, so a lot of people like Andrew Makuba, however you say his name, but there's still some running backs here. DJ Giddens. Remember, we just picked up the Kansas State offensive, our offensive line coaches from Kansas State. You got Devin Neal, so I know that they've seen a lot of Devin Neal. Noel's still there from Iowa State. Jackson Dart, Savion Jones, Jack Kaiser as a linebacker because we did get a linebacker, but you got Antoine Powell Ryland, who had a good Senior Bowl. Brashard Smith, this right here. I think that if he's at 140, so let's take a look at what's at running back. because we're going to have to double up at running back. So we take a look. Rashard Smith is still there. Uh, uh, Yarns is a guy that Chris Johnson stamped as a guy that's a sleeper. And then who else was it? It was Syracuse. I don't know if he went. LaQuinton. He might have already went. But let's keep an eye out on Marcus Yarns because this was a sleeper, and we might be able to pick some other positions before then. But Rashard Smith was a guy that was named. I don't know that he's going to be at 149. Devin Neal is a pretty good player. Like we're at this point, we're trying to pair up a running back. We're trying to pair up a running back with our pick, who was Quinshawn Judkins. So now what I will say is we're at a position right now too where we can start getting some more defensive guys, and we do need some safeties. And I like Jack Kaiser. He's a little slow for me though. A little slow. Riley Mills. Let's see what defensive talent is here, because we might even be able to get some defensive interior a little bit later. Tim Smith, I know about Tim Smith. I'm still getting acclimated to these guys. Ty Robinson, I know about him. It looked like my guy from Toledo already went. So what do you guys think we should do? Should we go? Somebody say get in. Did we already let him go? I think we already let him go. So I think I'm going to go Giddens here just because of the familiarity. We're going to go with the familiarity of what we have and what we're trying to build up front and the continuity. And if this is a new first-time head coach, you want your guys comfortable with what's in the scheme. So you got Giddens, you got Quinshawn Judkins. And I think that, maybe there's an undrafted free agent running back that we're looking at. Kaiser just went. Dart. Riley Leonard. Damn. So that might have been the spot that you go ahead and get you the stash away quarterback that could, that has some winning pedigree. Like Will Howard's off the board. Riley Leonard's off the board. So I actually like this kid, this guard right here. But damn, you as you guys can see, we have kind of wiped out some stuff. We wiped out some positions on the defensive side by going the way that we've gone. Dorian Strong. Okay, Dorian Strong is a guy that we talked about yesterday. And based off of that, Dorian Strong, Marcus Yarns, these are two names. But Marcus, we already got another back, so we're good to go there. Tootin, damn. See, Tootin is supposed to be a guy that's supposed to run low 4.3s. That's what I've been hearing. But what we're going to do, we're going to go defense. Let's take a look at Tyler Barron and see what he has. Pass rush grade, 84.2. Run defense wasn't bad. Let's take a look at what his size is, 6'5", 260. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a defensive player here. We're going to get Tyler Barron. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the prospect and see exactly what it is that he does offer, what he looks like. But we got us an edge. We got us a linebacker, right? We got us two backs. Now, see, look, we kind of picking back to back almost here. So I do know that there's some people high on Kyle McCord as far as a quarterback goes. Let's see the quarterbacks that are left. Rourke is my guy. I like Rourke much better than McCord. Kobe King, linebacker out of Penn State, known for his run defense, as you guys can see from PFF in his grades, played a lot of snaps. Last year, played 748 snaps. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You talking about another linebacker from Penn State. Got my eye on here. We got Tyler Cooper, who played. Let's take a look at how many snaps. 579 at left guard. Played some right guard snaps. This might be a spot to take another offensive lineman and interior guy because we're all about building the trenches, right? Rourke is there, John Williams, Tim Smith. I think right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with another linebacker, and if Cooper is there, we're gonna get Cooper, and then we're gonna go for Rourke. We're gonna go Cooper. We have not gotten a corner yet. So let me take a look. Let's take a look at our quarterbacks. Now, it's not necessarily like what we could do at quarterback is we could go get one in free agency, or you could sign Cooper Rush back like they want to do. But let's take a look at corner. I think our guys are off the board that we like. Damn. Let's see. Yeah, Dorian Strong went at 157. Damn. So we might have to go on free agency for that. Let's take a look at Denzel Burke, and let's take a look at his measurables. 6'1", 193, played in the Big Ten, played against some really good players. I'm not sure what Denzel's going to run, but because we could use a corner here, I'm going to go with Denzel. We're going to see what everybody else does. All right. Jones, Danny, Jordan James, John Williams, Ollie Gordon just went. So we got some raves about Ollie Gordon too. We say we've heard that he looks the part. Tim Smith just went. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get Rourke here. So we got us a quarterback, got us a corner. I think that we've been able to hit a lot of some of the needs, and then also we're gonna actually have to hit free agency. Definitely gonna have to hit free agency for sure. Ty Felton win at 202. Damn. I did say I was going to try and pair up and get another bigger receiver too. But that's the thing about the draft. Like, you're not going to be able to just hit everything and get everything that you need. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just it's going to go off the rails. People are going to see what you see, and they're going to pick people. Could triple up at running back just because we got the other pick. I really like Taj Brooks. Let's see, Jimmy Horn Jr. Again, this would be another smaller receiver. This guy, right? But see, Jimmy Horn Jr., I really liked his tape at UCF better than I liked it at Colorado. I think it was UCF that he went to. Let's take a look. Where did he play? I know he played at a couple different places. I mean, I think it was UCF. They sucked too. They were terrible. But yeah, I like Horn as a returner. I like him as a guy that, if you can't get Turpin back, or Jimmy Horn, he's gonna run like a low 4.3 as well. And I think that speed is something that we have been missing for certain. I don't know much about Elijah Clark here, the safety. We got us a quarterback, Dante Thornton. Let's take a look at the size. 6'5", 214. I don't know that he's gonna make it to 248. So this is the part where you're looking for traits at this point. You're looking for traits, and I like the size, the traits there. So at 210, we're gonna go Dante Thornton. And things aren't gonna go in order, but I just don't think that you have too many 6'5", 210s walking around. Taj Brooks, hey, Keystone, Taj Brooks is that dude, bro. I really like him. I really, 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 really like him. It's just that we had already got Quinshawn. We already got Quinshawn. Like, we already got two backs. So we got Quinshawn and DJ Giddens. We gave them their Kansas State fix. Even though we got Deuce Vaughn on the roster, we gave them their fix. I don't even know that I went defensive interior. I didn't go defensive interior, but we'll just do that for the last pick, just for the hell of picking the guy. Howard Cross is a guy that I like out of Notre Dame. He has some pretty good accolades too. Only thing is he's a little smaller. I think we need bigger. I think we need bigger, bigger, bigger. Probably need more of a one technique. A lot of these guys are small, but you hear about how deep it is here. But I'm going to take Howard Cross just in case, what I'm saying, we lose Osa. Howard Cross I don't even know why Howard Cross is this low with the pedigree of player that he is, but we're going to get Howard Cross here. And then we're going to see what PFF gives us. And then we're going to draft how we would normally draft and see how it stacks up. Oh, they said that we cooked. They said we cooked here. All right, so we're going to take a look. I'm going to take a picture of this and we're going to post it on Twitter later on. PFF said we cooked though. So this was the one for me though, the Ted Johnson one. Like, so now we're gonna switch it and we're gonna go to how we would normally draft if Genty is there and see what it is. Now, this one they got me because they said that you should have got Will Campbell over Josh Simmons. We're just assuming that the medicals checked out. Now, listening to Rock last night, what we know about medicals is that if you have any history, each team is going to check you. They're going to run you through their own doctors. They're going to run you through their own MRI. So when you hear that the Cowboys doctor checked out a guy or something like that and blah, 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 like now you know that like if you have a shoulder injury, what Rock was telling us last night is that all 32 teams is running you through their own MRI. And that's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy. So if the medicals check out for Josh Simmons, just know that our doctors felt that way. But I don't have the confidence in our doctors and our training staff that everybody else might have. I just don't. That's me. But we're going to see what happens. Let's take a look. We're going to do this new draft. Boom, boom, boom. Damn. Genty was already gone. He had gone at 10. So at this point, you can still go. You can still go trenches here. I've been talking to Foots the King, and James Pierce might be a guy that really is very, very intriguing. Malachi Starks, very, very intriguing. Like, we could go defense here. Ibuka's not going to make it, right? So we're going to go weapons, though. We're going weapons, weapons, weapons. This is going to be our weapons draft. So we're going to go trenches versus weapons, and we're going to see what it looks like. We're going a Mecca here. Boom. We got our number 2. We got our Batman. Now, see, we can still go defense here, and we can still push back running back a little bit. Unless we decide to trade back, which do we go 6 picks back? Like, what can we get for that? Let's see. No, you ain't gonna give me that. Give me 136, and let's see if we can get it. I can get a round 4 for next year, and then I can get 172. Let's see if I can get this trade. You give me an inch, I'm gonna take a mile. All right, bet. So we went back 6 spots. Landon Jackson, we got us an edge. We got JT. I really liked how Philadelphia in the Super Bowl, I really liked how they were able to fold the Chiefs' pocket from the edges. The edges just made everything so tough, right? And you hear some good things about Landon Jackson out of Arkansas. Yeah, I think that if he's here, 6'7", 280, I think that it's between him and JT. For me, I'm going JT. Like, this is my guy right here. That's who I think can help fold that pocket. That's just me. I'm going JT here. Jack Sawyer is a pretty good one too. All right, bet. Travion is here. No question. We're going Travion. We got Travion in the 3rd. Let's get it. Receivers, though, going crazy. Oh, we already got us a receiver. That's right. All right, so look, we got Emeka. We got JT. Man, we went straight Ohio State on them. We done went Ohio State like crazy. We can get us a linebacker here. I like Luke, the guard. He reminds me, but he's a little bit too much like Hoffman, though. So I don't know that I want to keep. I want to get another Hoffman. We also could go corner, and Quincy Riley was a name that we talked about yesterday on the show. Was definitely a name. All right, so let's take a look at what we got. We got receiver, an edge, and a halfback. We could go linebacker here. I think I'm gonna go linebacker. Here. We're gonna go Kaiser. We could also go quarterback here. We could. Kobe King is still here. From what I understood though, what Rock was telling us last night is that Upton Stout, this small school guy, they say he was all that in a bag of chips at the Senior Bowl. But he's 5'9", 182. But they say bro was out there cooking. I don't think Dallas personally would take him based off of the measurables. Do we stack up on edge again? Do we go linebacker again? Do we go interior? Let's take a look at CJ West, 6'2", 317. Defensive snaps. Let's see where he played. Played more A gap than B gap. I think I want to go interior here. And we're going to go ahead and get CJ out of Indiana. I also have a buddy that coaches at Indiana too, so I can ask him about CJ. Kyle Manungai, Dorian Strong. Just because we heard about Dorian Strong yesterday, and we're going to show you his measurables too, guys. He's probably going to run well too, 6'1", 185, and he's supposed to run about a 4.4, I think. So we're going to go Dorian Strong here. We can go running back. We can go quarterback. Just because we heard about Marcus Yarns yesterday, we're going to get Marcus Yarns here. I got to get my quarterback. We're going to go Curtis Rourke. We're going to go another interior, Tim Smith out of Alabama, 6'4", 314. We're going to go back and we're going to get Tim. I really like Kyle, though, man. This is tough. This is really, 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 really tough. Kyle is good. Taj Brooks is another one. But we're going to go interior because we're trying to build the trenches, too. This is my guy, too. I really like Tootin out of Virginia Tech. We heard some good things about him. I actually seen it at the Senior Bowl, and Tootin, like we talked about earlier, is supposed to be low 4.3s. Unfortunately, we already got our backs. We got us a good edge. We got an interior. We got us a corner. I think we can kind of go whatever we want to go with. I just don't know that we want that many running backs. Let's see what the tight end from Ole Miss is talking about. So he's 6'6", 255. Let's just, at this point, it's just a crapshoot at this point because we have so many picks. Damn, we got Ollie Gordon. But nah, I think I'm going to take, we got Caden, got Jay Higgins. Bruh, we kind of looking pretty good right here. Let's see what Junior's talking about. Let's see what his size is. 6'3", 308. I'm gonna ask the chat, man. Who should we get? Keystone. My bad, bro. I missed the super chat. It's funny how I was telling people to get Ohio State like Philly got Georgia. Yes, sir. Another question. Hold on. That was a super chat though, so I had to leave that up. Stephen White asked, "Is Tyler Warren out of the question?" At 12, no, not for me. Not at me. Not for me. I would think about it if the guys was gone. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, keep them super chats coming in. Appreciate you, Keystone. Appreciate you, my guy. And because of that, I'm gonna give you a bonus. Jay Higgins is a floor general. Get him. I like Jay Higgins. I watched his tape. I like that he's about 6'4". So if you don't get a Tet, this is your Tet insurance plan, in my opinion. You don't get Tet. Jay Higgins is a guy that can run routes. I remember I was like, man, can he run a slant? He can run slants. Has excellent hands. He kind of runs routes like a basketball player. So this is your insurance plan if you don't get Tet. If you're looking for a bigger body receiver. Hey Lou, hey my guy Lou. Salute to my guy Lou. What's up, bro? Hey, yeah. So the first draft that we did, we more so built the trenches. This one, we kind of went more with the weapons, but we're still building the trenches as well. So salute, man. Hey, I'm going to post it on Twitter. I'm pretty sure you're going to go with the first one. All right. Screw it, bro. I'm a running back. Give me tooting, bro. Give me some speed. Give me that speed. We're going to go Jake Majors here. If my guy from Maryland is there, I'm taking him. Oh, Ty Felton is there, baby. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Ty Felton is there, baby. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Tommy Hill, I saw some things at the Senior Bowl. Let's take a look at what we got. We got Emeka, we got JT, we got Henderson. So we went for the trifecta at Ohio State. Got Kaiser, CJ West, Dorian Strong. I think we might be able to use another corner. Let's create some competition. Let's take a look and see what Cypress 6 feet 188. We might need more of a slot guy though. We might need more of a slot guy with our last pick. Tommy Hill. I think BJ Adams was somebody that was named yesterday. BJ Adams was named by Rock. Tommy Hill wasn't, right? But I like Tommy Hill's tape. So this is very, very. But keep in mind, like, if you guys didn't get a chance to check out our interview with Rock yesterday, Rock Carmichael, he definitely trains a lot of these guys. He got to work with a lot of these guys. Last year, he helped train up Quinyon Mitchell. This year, he's got a couple guys that he's working with. Dorian Strong, who we were able to pick from Virginia Tech on this mock draft. And in the corner out of, God dang, I can't think of his name. Y'all remember it. But I'm going to go Tommy Hill here. I'm going to go Tommy Hill. And let's take a look at what this is. This is more of our build of weapons. This is more of the weapons here. And we got a worse grade, I think. But we got a ton of picks, though. All right. I'm going to take a picture of it. Actually, we got the same grade. But I think because we had so many picks, I think that like we were just kind of we were just throwing it at the wall at that point. Dak delusional fans no more said, did Jackson Dart make it to the second round? I think in the PFF they really don't. They're not updated on Jackson Dart. I've been kind of staying away from Jackson Dart in these, trying to, because I just don't think he's going to fall that way. Jackson Dart might be a guy that can sneak up into the first round. Because if you look in the top 10 picks, there is a potential of 4 quarterbacks being taken. And because of his traits and because of him throwing a pretty football and what it looks like coming out of his hand, I could definitely see Jackson Dart jumping up the board for certain. For certain. So that's what I got for the mock draft for you guys today, man. I will take any questions that you guys have right now. For maybe like the next 4 minutes, man. So if there's any questions that are here, I'll answer the questions. This is an interactive channel. If you guys missed the first draft, watch the playback. Also hit the like button if you're here. What's up, Tim? How you doing? Salute to everybody that is here on a Saturday morning. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to get my way. I got 3 kids, man, and they always got stuff going on. This is actually one of the slower Saturdays. And, I got to take the oldest to karate, and then we got a football workout later on with one of his friends. I'm up. Chad Wilson asked the question, Do you think Tet has a real chance of falling to us? I do, Chad, and I'm gonna tell you why. The reason that I feel like Tet has an opportunity to fall to us is that I don't think Tet is going to run a fast 40. I think Tet is going to run around the 4.5 range, 4.5. If he's at 4.50, I think that he might be before us. But if he's at about a 4.55 or something like that, you never know how these guys perform on the stage. If I was Tet, I don't know that I would run at the combine. If I was Tet, I'd probably save it for my pro day. I wouldn't run at the combine unless I'm in the 4.4s. If I'm in the 4.5 range, if I'm Tet, I don't run at the combine. I don't do it because his tape is way better than the 4.5 will tell you. But once you put that time out there, that time is out there. Now, if he runs and he's about the 4.55 range, I could see him falling to us and being there. The thing about a player like Tet, though, is that even if it's contested, his catch radius is so crazy, his hands are so good that it doesn't matter. Dak could throw the ball anywhere, and the dude is coming down with the football. And you can't teach 6'5". You can't teach 6'5". You know what I'm saying? There's not many of them walking around. In this draft, there's not many of them walking around like a legit 6'5". So for me, I think he can fall, and you got to be prepared to take him. That is probably one of the only people that I would take over Genty. I think he's one of the people that I would take over Genty. One of the other ones is Mason Graham. The more I thought about it, the more I'm like, you got to take a Mason Graham. And then I would consider taking the Will Johnson over Genty. That's if they're all available and you're right there. I probably would trade back. I'm trading back. If that's my situation where 4 quarterbacks are taken, Will Johnson, Mason Graham, Ted, and Genty are right there. I'm absolutely trading back. I'm not making a pick. I don't think you can go wrong with those 4 players. So Chad Wilson said that Drake London didn't run at all. Yeah, I wouldn't run. If I was Ted, I would let my tape speak for itself. I would let my workout speak for itself. But I wouldn't put that tape on wax. I mean, I wouldn't put it on wax if I'm anything above a 4.50. I hope your agent is listening or not listening. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I would do. Are there any more questions? I could take one more. I could take one more question, guys, and then I got to head out of here. Little Bill said in the comments that competition should be at guard and right tackle. I agree to a certain extent because, if you don't draft the left tackle, I personally don't want to give up on Guyton. Y'all convinced me. People convinced me not to give up on Guyton. So I'm not going to give up on Guyton. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to give up on him right now. Like, we got to develop him. We got a line coach in here. We got a new philosophy. I think when we were moving forward a little bit, I think when we were running and we were playing smash mouth football, he played a little better. I think everybody played a little better. Steele played a little better. Who's MLY? Who's that? Not sure. I'm not familiar with that abbreviation. I don't know who that is. Tell me who that is. Spell it out. Stephen White said, I'm not giving up, but we can level up. Hell yeah, depth. We got a lot of depth already, guys. We do. I'm not saying that if the player doesn't make sense not to take him, but I'm saying, guys, let's not forget about guys like Austin Richards. Let's not forget about guys like TJ Bass. These guys can play, and they did it, and they have film to speak about it. Okay, Myles Garrett. Wow. What do you think about Myles Garrett? I think if you got the opportunity to get him and bring him in, and you got a trade lined up, and you got the money, I think you need to make it. Now, you might be giving up some capital, but I think that at that point, if you're going to invest in Micah Parsons and Micah's going to take less and Micah's going to be here a while, I think that's a route to get us to a championship. Now, Keystone said Miles is up in age a little. Yeah, sure. But I think that if you're aggressive with trying to get us a championship within the next couple of years, that's a move that you can make. So we'll see, though. I mean, I think that Cleveland is going to ask for a lot. They're not going to cut Myles Garrett. They're going to ask for a lot, and rightfully so. But if it makes sense, and we feel like we can do it, I love the player. Myles Garrett there's only 2 defensive players in the NFL that I think is better than Micah Parsons. It's Myles Garrett and TJ Watt. So if you can get two of the best 3 defensive players in the NFL on your team, you shift those odds in your favor. So that's just me, though, guys. Hey, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. I'm going to get on about my day. If there's anything that happens later on, I'll definitely report. I know that there's some fights tonight. I might do a reaction video if there are some boxing fans. If you guys do like boxing, you guys know that I love boxing. I love boxing. I love watching boxing more than I love football. Watching football. But football is king, though. Like, I'm about to go take my son and his boy for a workout because I absolutely love being out there. But watching boxing, man, I love it. I love it, man. But, hey, as Stephen White said, God bless us all, y'all. And, yeah, we out. Let me hit that outro for y'all real fast, man. Let me find it. I'm not as good as hosting as my guy Tuck or some of these other people, but, we'll figure it out, man. We out. Peace.
I can't feel the pain, I'm numb to all you say. To keep it real and stay 100 through the rain. I can feel there's something missing from your face. So keep it real and stay 100 in your veins. Put me in these boxes, still I'm trying to break away. I just roll it up and down some liquor for my pain. Thoughts inside my head, it's nightmares instead of some dreams. I've been trying to hold on to everything from the seams. Try to get it by any means. There's no accepting defeat with all this pressure that's on me. Trusting whenever I breathe, cause everything is on me. If everybody is down, I gotta pick up all the pieces. Yeah, I can't fall, cause I do it for my daughter, so she can make it farther. Ain't worry about your comments, cause I believe in karma. No time for your bullshit or